Hey y'all, Blue here. Hope everything is well. And just before I go into this, let me just go ahead and say this. For all the people who are saying, hey, we want our readings and all of our conscience and spiritual content. Yes, I already got stuff queued up for y'all, but y'all have to take advantage of this moment because I am a huge Kendrick fan. I'm a huge fan of the culture, and I have to use my gifts, whether that be spiritual or my more 3D gifts, to be able to pour into this as well. So let me just tell you, all of your other content is coming. It's coming. The best thing is always to connect with me on the YouTube channel. Same handle, just on the YouTube channel, because I'm always uploading there. Remember, I'm doing this transition, but I'll still put things here, TikTok. Okay, now that that's out the way. This stuff that's going on with Drake and the shooting at his house. Y'all, we already know who Drake is. Kendrick beautifully was able to display and bring into light who he is. He has been uncovered. He is an imposter. Now he is in panic mode. And what we already know about Drake is that he will stoop to the levels of hell to play the victim and to cover his tracks and to eliminate any threat. Do you understand? That's the kind of energy that he comes from. That is the kind of world that he comes from. That is who he is. Remember, they not like us. So all of this stuff you're hearing on the media, that's them. They not like us. That's his folks. Do you understand? And with money comes influence and comes power. Drake is a cash cow. So all of his label people, all of the media, anybody that has a stake in Drake's world is going to stop at nothing to change the narrative and protect Drake. What I'm doing right now is I'm making a clarion call to the people of the culture, to the people who support Drake, support Kendrick, who know the real. Protect him at all costs. If the media is saying shit they have no business saying, you write into them, you call into them, you chat on whatever video they put on, and you check their ass on it. Protect Kendrick at all costs. Let me go ahead and put this out here. While they're sitting up here trying to cite Kendrick's lyrics, they need to cite Drake's lyrics, okay? Yes, Kendrick is the boogeyman, but Kendrick is on that I ain't no killer but don't push me. You understand? The beef is over. We already know Kendrick has got it. Kendrick has gone on about his way. Kendrick is a Pulitzer Prize winning artist. He ain't got time to be trying to go all the way across country lines or even have any goons to go against. That's passports and all kinds of shit involved. That's too much intervention that has to happen for some shit like that to go down. This is some shit that Drake is doing. This is some shit that Drake got going on in his life with other shit. You understand? Don't forget there's this mess with him in The Weeknd. Look that shit up. At the end of the day, do you see what's going on? Remember, Drake is an imposter. Drake is not one of us. We must protect Kendrick at all costs. We must protect his image, his gifts, his contributions, his person, his family. We protect him at all costs. And if anybody's trying to spin a narrative that this shit has anything to do with them, check their ass on it. Period, point blank. I've been doing it all day long. All right? Yeah. Drake is in the same, remember, this is the same guy who just said, I planted shit to to have you work to my gain and advantage. That lets you know what you're dealing with. You dealing with a trifling ass, no good ass buster. Drake, he has been fully exposed. I've seen him for years. Never cared for him. Right? But you're not about to come for our baby. You're not coming for Kendrick. You're not doing it. We're not letting you do it. Period. Drake, what you need to understand that everything has a reason or a season. Every season has its perfect turn. Every season has its ending. And you just need to accept that. Your run is over. And what you're going to end up doing is trying to pull these bullshit ass games and getting people involved in shit that they don't have no business getting involved in, and it's gonna button you up. But right now, you're in panic mode. You are grasping for straws. You are like, you see that you've lost the edge. You've got the whole world making a disc record tape music. Thank you, Metro. A crowdsourced diss against him. That is epic levels. A person like Drake, who has nothing but yes men around him and yes women around him and has no checks around him, is struggling to have to deal with this type of get back, right? He's having to answer to the fiddler. There's going to be a lot more that come out about him. Remember, this is the uncovering of things. So get ready. The uncovering of Drake is nigh. But as far as Kendrick, I speak to those who support him, who supported the beautiful energy that came from this beef. And it really wasn't a beef. For me, it was more of a lesson. It was a schooling, right? It had to happen. This had to happen. Sometimes people have to be knocked off their little horse and exposed for who they are, especially when they're in our face with the bullshit and go unchecked. The day of reckoning is here. And now he's panicking because he's exposed. But you're not gonna go with the bullshit and the antics. Drake, you're not. He'll be protected. And from a spiritual perspective, y'all already know I'm doing work at home to make sure Kendrick is protected. You good. Don't worry about it. I'm calling in right now a hedge of protection around Kendrick, his empire, his work, his worth, his health, his family. I'm calling it in. Because what y'all got to understand that sometimes we can't really fight against earthly energy. We have to go into upper realms and do battle. I see what this is. See, remember I said the changing of the guards? Nobody said it was going to be easy. See, when things have to change, there's always going to be friction and conflict. But these are things that are happening at higher levels. What is that scripture? We wrestle not against things of this world, but of principalities and things in high places. That's what this is. We protect Kendrick at all costs. All right.